Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something real quick. See, in this life, you don't get what you want, you get what you value. And I came here today to talk to my ladies because there's something I done seen over and over again. Good women, strong women, beautiful women, just throwing away their value like it's on clearance. Ladies, let me break this down right now. You can be the most beautiful woman in the room. You can have the body, the smile, the look, but if you don't walk like you believe it, if you don't talk like you own it, all that outer shine starts to dim real quick. Because see, a man don't just see what's on the outside. He picks up on your energy. And if your energy say, I need you to validate me, he gonna treat you like somebody who needs to be told she's valuable instead of knowing she is. Confidence is the difference between being chosen and being used. It's the thing that separates a woman who walks away when she's not respected and one who stays, hoping and praying he'll see her worth if she just tries a little harder. Baby, let me tell you something. If he can't see your value without you begging for it, he ain't supposed to have access to you in the first place. Now, here's where the game gets dangerous when you start getting desperate. And I mean emotional desperation. That's when you settle. That's when you start saying things like, well, at least he calls sometimes. Or, I know he's not perfect, but maybe if I just give him time. You start shrinking yourself, downplaying what you want because you're scared to be alone. But here's what I learned. There's a whole lot more peace in being alone and respected than in a relationship where you constantly feel not enough. A confident woman don't chase, she attracts. She don't ask for a seat at the table. She walks in like the table was built for her. You can't be looking at a man like he's the prize when you the one bring in the peace, the loyalty, the strength, the love. Come on now. Stop forgetting what you bring to the table just because somebody sitting across from you act like they don't see it. When you operate from confidence, your standards stay in place, your boundaries don't bend, and the right man, the one who's ready, the one who's grown, he gonna recognize that and step correct. But when you start acting like you need a man to feel complete, that desperation shows, and the wrong kind of man, he'll smell that on you from a mile away and use it. Walk like you know you valuable, because you are. Period. Now, let me tell y'all something that a lot of women don't want to hear, and a lot of men ain't going to tell you. If you keep over-giving to a man who hasn't committed to you, all you're doing is lowering your value in his eyes. You're not looking like a blessing, you're looking like a free sample. And once a man gets comfortable taking without earning, he stops trying. Not because he's evil, not because he's broken, but because you taught him that an effort ain't required to receive everything you got. I see it all the time. Women out here cooking for him, cleaning his place, dropping everything for him, loaning him money, giving him their body, their peace, their time. And he ain't even said the words, you mine. Ain't made you his girlfriend, ain't introduced you to his people. Ain't shown up consistently, but you over there playing house, hoping he'll eventually come around. Baby, if you act like the wife before you even get the title, you just gave him all the benefits with none of the responsibility. Men don't commit because of what you give. They commit because of how you make them feel and the value they see in you. And if you just keep pouring yourself out, trying to prove you're worth it, trying to convince him to choose you, all he sees is a woman who don't know how to guard her heart. And once he figures out he can get everything from you without giving anything real back, it's exactly what he gonna do. Now, I ain't saying don't love. I ain't saying don't be sweet or generous or thoughtful. What I'm saying is you got to know when to give and when to pause. You got to let a man earn your vulnerability, earn your time, earn the pieces of you that matter most. Because when you give too much too soon, you flip the script and now he the prize and you the one auditioning. That's backwards. See, a real man, he wants to work for it. He wants to feel like he won something. But when you just hand it all over, what's left for him to fight for? What's left for him to value? You gave it away before he even understood what it was worth. And now when he walks away and you feel used, the truth is he didn't take anything you didn't give away too easily. Your love is precious. Your peace is priceless. Don't offer it to someone who hasn't shown they're committed to protect it. Let me break this down plain and simple. A man only does what you allow. If you let him come in and talk to you any kind of way, cancel plans on you last minute, disappear for days and then pop back up like nothing happened and you let it slide, you just taught him that it's okay. See, people don't just learn from what you say, they learn from what you tolerate. And every time you let disrespect slide, you teaching him how to treat you from that day forward. Now, I know what you're thinking. Steve, I was just trying to keep the peace. Nah, baby. Peace without respect is not peace. That's you suffering in silence. That's you shrinking yourself to hold on to somebody who ain't even considering your feelings. And let me tell you, the first time a man disrespects you and you don't check it, that's the last time disrespect don't always show up loud. Sometimes it shows up quiet. It's in the little dismissive comments, the dry responses, the way he forgets things that matter to you, the way he ignores what you need emotionally, but expects you to be available for everything he wants. And if you keep showing up, keep loving him hard, keep forgiving without accountability, then guess what? You've become a doormat in the name of love. And listen, love without respect is not love. It's control. It's convenience. And some of y'all are in relationships where you think you in love, but really you just scared to start over. You scared to draw a line because you think you might lose him. But baby, if you got to lower your standards to keep him, then you already lost. See, a man respects what he has to work to keep. If you hold your head high, stand on your values, speak up when something don't feel right, you're not being difficult. You're being a woman who respects herself. And that sets the tone. Because the moment he realizes that, disrespect gets the door slammed shut every time. That's the moment he either steps up or steps out. Either way, you win because your peace stays protected, your heart stays whole, and you teach every man who comes near you, this is how you treat me or you don't treat me at all. Let me tell y'all something right now. You show a man your standards without ever opening your mouth. You show it in how you carry yourself, what you allow, what you demand, and most importantly, what you walk away from. A woman with standards, she don't have to chase nobody. She don't have to prove nothing. She don't have to explain why she deserves more because her presence, her peace, and her posture speak for her. But when you operate with no standards, when you accept anything, respond to everything, and tolerate nonsense, you telling him loud and clear, you ain't got to do much to keep me. And once he sees that, that's all he gonna give you. The bare minimum. Just enough to keep you there, but never enough to actually build something real. See, a man only values what he believes is rare. And standards are what make you rare. If every time he calls you answer, no matter how long he's been gone, if he can disappear and then reappear and you just smile and act like nothing happened, he's not thinking, wow, she's loyal. He's thinking, she ain't going nowhere. That's not respect. That's convenience. And there's a big difference. Standards are not about being harsh. They're about protecting your value. They're about saying, this is how I deserve to be treated. And if you can't meet that, I will gladly remove myself. Because the truth is, a woman without standards becomes common. And the moment you become common in his eyes, he stops seeing you as priceless and starts treating you like you're replaceable. You got women out here giving husband benefits to men who ain't even qualified to be boyfriends. You cooking, cleaning, loving, sacrificing, holding them down through everything, but you can't even get consistent communication or emotional support in return. And somehow you think if you just keep giving, he'll see your worth. But baby, you don't teach a man to value you by overextending. You teach him by setting the bar and sticking to it. If your standards scare him off, let him run. That ain't your loss. That's your protection. A real man, a grown man, he's not offended by a woman with standards. He's attracted to it because he knows she ain't out here settling for anything. He knows if she's choosing him, it's because he's meeting her at her level. And that right there, that's the kind of woman who becomes unforgettable. You want to be priceless? Start by acting like you know you are. Let me tell y'all something that a lot of folks overlook. Before you say a single word to a man, before you smile, before you speak, before you even make eye contact, he already felt you. That's real talk. Your energy walked in the room ahead of you. It spoke before you ever opened your mouth. And it said one of two things. This woman knows who she is, or this woman is looking to be completed. See, a woman who truly knows herself, her value, her purpose, her peace, she don't have to try hard. Her presence does the work. You can't fake that kind of energy. That ain't about makeup or heels or how tight the dress is. That's about how you stand. That's about how you look people in the eye, how you move with purpose, how you don't shrink just to make someone else feel comfortable. That's the kind of energy that makes a man straighten up when you walk by. But if your energy says, please pick me, or I hope I'm good enough, you already lost before the conversation even started. You could say all the right things, be sweet, be supportive, be loyal, but if your spirit is insecure, if your vibe is desperate, he's going to feel it. And whether he says it out loud or not, he's going to start calculating what he can get away with. Energy is silent, but it's powerful. And it ain't just about confidence. It's about alignment. When your energy is off, it means you got stuff you haven't healed yet. You're still looking for validation, still holding on to old wounds, still thinking you need a man to make you whole. But when your energy is right, that's when you walk in the room and don't care who's watching. That's when you love yourself so deeply that if a man adds to your life, great. But if he don't, you're still good. You ever notice how some women can walk in with no makeup, hair in a bun, just jeans and sneakers, and they still turn heads? That's energy. That's what makes a man curious, makes him respect you before he even knows your name. And on the flip side, you can be dressed to the nines, face beat to perfection. But if your energy is anxious, insecure, unsure, so remember, before you worry about what to say, check what you're carrying. Because your energy is your real introduction. It tells people how to approach you, how to treat you, and most importantly, whether they need to step up or step back.